What if I told you that one specific height keeps showing up again and again in sports? Not the tallest, not the shortest, but right in the middle, 5'9", flush face. It might sound random at first, but a chart that's been circulating online is starting to change how people think about height in sports because the data is surprising. Let's break it down. When people think about athletes, especially in certain sports, they usually imagine extremes. In basketball, you think tall. In football, you think big and powerful. In combat sports, maybe lean and fast. But what this chart highlights is something different. Consistency across multiple sports. 5 feet 9 inches keeps appearing more often than expected. And that raises a question. Why? Why does this specific height show up so frequently? The answer isn't simple, but it starts with balance. At 5 feet 9 inches, athletes often sit in a range where they can combine speed, agility, and strength without being limited by extremes. They're not too tall to lose quickness, and not too short to lack reach or presence. That combination can be powerful. Another factor is adaptability. Athletes at this height often develop skills that compensate for physical differences. Better footwork, faster reactions, stronger technique. Because they can't rely purely on size, they focus more on performance, and that can give them an edge. Now, this doesn't mean 5 feet 9 inches is the perfect height. Every sport is different. Every position has its own demands. But what the data suggests is that this height is more effective than people assume. It's not about dominating physically. It's about maximizing efficiency. And that's something we see again and again in high-level competition. Another interesting part of this trend is relatability. 5 feet 9 inches is close to average height in many parts of the world, which means a lot of people see themselves reflected in this data. It challenges the idea that you need extreme physical traits to succeed. And that's why this chart is going viral, because it changes perception. It shows that success in sports isn't just about size. It's about how you use what you have. Skill, discipline, consistency. Those things matter just as much, if not more. Of course, there are always exceptions. Elite athletes come in all shapes and sizes. But patterns like this help us understand something deeper. That performance is about more than just physical attributes. It's about how those attributes are applied. So what does this mean going forward? It means that talent evaluation might continue to evolve. It means that players who don't fit the ideal physical mold might get more attention. And it means that conversations around sport performance will keep changing. Because data like this doesn't just inform, it challenges assumptions. And sometimes that's exactly what the sports world needs. So the next time you hear someone say a certain height is a limitation, just remember this. Sometimes the most overlooked traits turn out to be the most powerful. Fire,